Hello Pisces, thanks for coming to your chakra healing session for the month of March. I'm Ajwa. It's nice to have you back here. So call on the Divine Mother, Creator of all things, to use me as the medium to find out any imbalances, any derailments, anything that may be causing any of these issues in your chakra energy centers. Alright, we're gonna figure it all out, and we're gonna pull some healing cards and some gemstones, and then we're gonna do the healing session, the hands-on healing session for you guys. Okay, thank you so much. Alright, so I'm done shuffling at this time. I'm gonna pull your cards. Okay, so let's see what's going on with that. So for you this month, you just need to work on your second chakra, which is the sacral chakra, the fifth chakra, the sixth and the seventh. Okay, there are a few things here that need to be worked on. So it seems that you have a little guilt. You feel a little guilt when it comes to your sacral chakra, which is the relationships, that you how open you are to relationships, pleasures, the things that you're passionate about. It feels as if you are feeling guilty for paying attention to these things that matter to you, and I guess probably your lover or your husband or whoever you live with, they get up and they go to work, and you feel like you're confined at home, and you're having to pay attention to the things that you need. Okay, but I also feel like that's for some of you. Some of you, I feel like you feel like you're not getting any quiet time for yourself, to do the things that you want to do. You feel chained down by the chores and things that you have to do at the home, that you barely have any time to have introspection for the things that matter to you, that you feel that you want to do for yourself. So you're feeling kind of guilty about having to caring about yourself enough to want some time for yourself and not feel the burden of you doing what you think that you're supposed to be doing. Okay, we're gonna get clarifications for that. Looking at your fifth chakra, some of you are spending too much time on trying to expand on yourself, who you are and stuff like that, and there is an imbalance there that you're not paying attention to the people around you, your family, your kids and stuff like that. You're a bit caught up in you expanding and growing, as a person, that you're starting to neglect all the other people, like I said. And so there is a balance that needs to come when it comes to these things. Yes, your spiritual life is number one. It is your gateway to everything, allowing your life to be lived in fulfillment. But at the same time, you have human relations, and people that need your attention, like your children and stuff like that. So a balance needs to be struck there. But when it comes to your sixth chakra, you are really not being active, when it comes to the things that you need to do to enhance your spiritual abilities and gifts and stuff like that. You're not honing into your gifts and stuff like that because you feel like you don't want to do anything. You know, there's a lot of confusion going on. You just don't want to do anything. It's almost like laziness has set in for you this month, where you know, instead of you meditating, you're like, I don't feel like meditating. You're all over the place mentally, a bit of a scattered brain and not clarity going on here. Okay. There is like, also, because you're not meditating and you're not, you know, doing the things that you have to do to grow your spiritual gifts, and you being in tune with your own spirit, you know, with your sixth sense, excuse me, there's a lot of like spiritual gifts that are not, you know, activated. They're going dormant. It's like when you have some things in you, when you have gifts, talents, you know, abilities, any of those things, when you don't practice it and you don't put in time and effort to work with it and to sharpen those tools, they go dormant. They become very, you know, weak, and sometimes you lose it altogether. That's kind of what is going on with some of you, and that is part of the reason why you also feel all scatterbrained, because there's no clarity in anything. You're not applying your higher wisdom here. Okay, so that needs to be worked out really soon, you know, because you cannot be in this, you know, because looking at your seventh chakra, there's more confusion, you know, and that all stems from the sixth sense being the way it is. When the sixth sense is so like out of it, and you're not honing into using, you know, your third eye, your sixth sense, I mean, you know, a heap of confusion comes. Even when you're getting messages from, you know, yourself, your higher self, your spirit guides and all that, you don't know what to do with it, you know. And then there's this whole thing also that has set in with you feeling rejected, you know, like you don't know where you belong, you don't know how far you are, what you're doing in your spiritual life, and you don't know what's going on here. It's like, if, for instance, if you're someone that goes to church, for instance, you don't feel like you fit in the church. When you are in the spiritual community, you don't feel like you fit in quite there either. So there is this uncertainty about you. What do you do? Who you are? Where do you fit in with the type of unique spirit that you are? Has become one big issue for you. And it's all, for me, comes from the fact that you're not really meditating and tapping into your own power. So how do you know who you are and what you want to do, and even why you are here, when you're not really doing what you need to do to give you that understanding and that clarity in that situation, you know? So that's kind of the big issue here, you know. I need you to find yourself again. It's almost like you're lost in yourself. You need to find yourself again. And so let me pull some clarity, some cards to clarify the situation, you know. My spirit guys, please clarify the sacral chakra, the fifth chakra, 6th and 7th chakra. Please, for Pisces. So, clarification for this. Okay, so it seems to me that the clarification that came for the sacral chakra, you know, you feeling guilty came from the fact that, you know, you don't feel victorious being this type of person. Like you don't feel like a winner here. You don't feel victorious. You don't feel like a winner because you are doing, you know, things around the home, and you're not out there. The fact that you're taking time, you're not getting the time for yourself, makes you feel not so victorious in this situation. It's like you're not winning when it comes to this situation. No matter what you do, the fact that you are home and taking care of the home and feeling bind to the home makes you feel not victorious, you know. And I feel like, you know, sometimes in life you just have to accept the situation that you're in and feel good about it in whatever situation, because you just don't know. You just don't know the blessings sometimes in situations that may seem like it's not the best for you. When you really go deeper, you realize that, oh, in this moment of turmoil, this is the great thing that I find in all this. So maybe you can spend more time not worrying about the fact that you're tied down with the stuff to do with the home, and really take the time out to pay attention to the things that matter to you and to see that as a blessing and feel victorious in that, rather than not feeling victorious. If you understand what I'm trying to say, take advantage of the fact that you are home and make the greatest out of that situation. That's what I feel for that. But look at the situation here. This underlying effect here is broken heart. Okay, and I feel like it's affecting. It's part of what's going on here. Okay, it gives me clues that maybe because you have been broken-hearted, you're spending so much time doing all the chores in the house, so you don't have to sit there and sulk into what is really happening to you and pay attention to the reasons and the things that cause you to feel the pain. So you're not allowing yourself to heal the broken heart situation, and you're spending so much time doing everything else rather than spending time with yourself, so you don't have to face the pain. That's what I feel that may be happening also. Okay, looking at what's going on here, because looking at your personality, which is your fifth chakra, about you speaking your truth and all that stuff, it is you dealing with a broken heart to the point that you're not paying attention to the people around you, and you are starting to think about what you need to do to expand yourself. Okay, and going through this door of value, figuring out who you are, what matters to you, how you're going to take care of yourself, and and you being confined to the house, there is definitely some financial constraints. You're probably not making enough money to do all the things that you want to do, so you're questioning yourself, and then you're going through all this broken heart. So it's a combination of you feeling really down on who you are, and then you starting to feel like you're not expanding, because maybe your finances are not in the right place and all this stuff. So there's a lot going on with you, and you facing your truth about what's going on. Sometimes when you're brokenhearted, it brings so much out of you, because then now you're forced to face your emotions and how you truly feel. And then you start to, sometimes when people reject you, or a situation happens and you fall apart from someone, it makes you start actually thinking about, okay, is it because I don't have this, because I don't, all these things happen, and that's kind of what's going on. But it's so bad that you're not really paying attention to anybody around you. And the thing here also is that you're losing out on a lot of opportunities. There's so many things that you could be doing. Like I said, instead of you thinking of not being victorious, you should think of where you are, get into the noun energy, and starting to realize what you have around you. In your home, there's so much you can do. There's online stuff going on, online community. There's so much that you can do. You can get more creative because you have more time. If you only meditated and ask your spirit guide and ask yourself, ideas will come to you, and you will start to recreate and start to do things that's gonna make you see the opportunities that are all around you that you're not seeing, because the clarification that came from the despondence, you feeling lazy and not wanting to do anything and being in the confused state, is adjacent possibilities that you're not really paying attention to, and that's just pretty much what's going on here. And then you trying to like figure out this whole romance thing, how it's affected you, and you really going into your head and trying to recover and figure out what went wrong, what you did wrong, and all this stuff. That's what you need to be pondering on. Yes, you need to be thinking about you know, using your wisdom for clarity and discernment and, you know, stuff like that. But that's pretty much, you know, what's happening here in the sixth sense. You know, you starting to question a lot of things, you know, your love life and all this stuff. But at the same time, you're not going deep enough. You don't have the true understanding of what's going on. You're blinded, you know, because you're sulking in the pain here of what's going on with you, you know. And even to the point that, look, you know, looking at the seventh chakra, you're not being open to healing, you know, from this pain. You're not being open. You need to open up your heart so that you can heal it. Yes, you have to start thinking deeper and facing your truth and, you know, doing what you need to do to start getting some healing here, you know, because you're only deceiving yourself pretty much, you know. There's this big lie you're telling yourself, and that is not facing yourself in the mirror. That's the lie. You're not facing the truth so that you can start healing by communicating with yourself deeper. So you need to buckle up and find the strength to sit there and start meditating so that you can start the healing process in yourself. Okay, so let's move on and pull some healing cards, you know, from the Divine Goddess Mother. Please give us healing solutions to this broken heart situation that's affecting and causing a major imbalance and self-doubt and, you know, all this stuff in the hearts of the Pisces. I'm gonna pull them here. Okay. Alright. So for your sacral chakra, it's like you've set barriers to protect your own emotions. Okay, and so you're closed off. Okay, so this is like you, because of the hurt that you've gone through, you closing yourself off, for trying to protect your emotions, your heart, you know, all that you are. You're not being open with anything here, with anyone. So that's what you've done. But at the same time, you need to set healthy barriers for yourself. That way you don't allow people that come to you, that you losing yourself out for them and they harm you. You really need to set like boundaries, healthy boundaries and barriers of what you want to allow into your personal life, who you want to allow into your personal life, how you want to go about meeting these people, and how open you want to be with them. That's what you need to be doing to protect yourself from being in contact with the wrong people here. Because now you shut off yourself, which weakens your sacral chakra, you know, makes it imbalanced. But at the same time, you still need to set boundaries to protect yourself from this situation here. You know, looking at, moving on to the fifth chakra here, you have seclusion. You need to seclude yourself. It's all about you going within there. You need to seclude yourself from everything and everybody so that you can start meditating and start understanding the situation, yourself, and your roles that you play. Connect with everything that's around you and just be, you know. You just need to really go within taking those deep breaths and meditate, you know, and listen to what you need to hear for once here. And then for the sixth chakra, the Goddess Mother wants you to gain control here. Gain control of all the messages that you hear in your head also, and things that are happening in your mental state. You need to gain clarity, and it all stems from you meditating. I really feel like your issue here, situation, needs to be solved through meditation, and you taking in deep breaths into your system, you know, and grounding yourself so that you can understand, you know, and be open to healing also. Clarification and insight in the mental situation that's going on, it's all going to be evened out and cleared out when you meditate. So you can control your mind, you know, and be ahead of it by putting what you want to put in there. Visualize what you want to visualize. Bring your focus into things that you want to focus on. You have to control your mind. Your mind cannot be all over the place and be scattered. You're not going to have clarity in anything. So you need to control your thoughts and the things that is coming to you mentally. And then for your seventh chakra, the Goddess Mother wants you to practice unconditional love for yourself, and to see this unconditional love in all things, in people around you, and in this, especially in this love situation. You have to come from a place of unconditional love. That's how you're going to release them for hurting you. When you love someone unconditionally, you're able to forgive them for hurting you and bringing you to this place, and start to see the higher purpose in all of this also, because then you realize that there's a lot that you've learned, and you're going to be a better person for it. You're going to transmute the negative energy to become stronger and become much wiser, you know, and to know who you truly are, and to open deeper wounds so that you can heal, you know, even things that you didn't even know about yourself. Sometimes broken hearts is just the beginning of you starting to heal deeper wounds that lie beneath there, because obviously arguments and situations happen, and they say things to you that really cut deep, right? So that opens up all the wounds that need to be opened up. I always feel like, you know, wounds that are not seen are the worst, you know. At least when we talk about openly, and the wounds open up and we can see them, what's really going on, we can find healing, you know, solutions to it. Okay, so let's get some gemstones to further help you with this healing. So I'm gonna, yeah, Spirit guys, please give me some crystals that the Pisces need to get and have for all these issues here. You know, for the sacral chakra, for the throat chakra, and for the sixth chakra, for the seventh chakra. Okay. So for your sacral chakra, which is your second chakra, you need to get the blue lace agate. Blue lace agate. Blue lace agate will help you to bring balance into your sacral chakra, okay, and to cut down the unhealthy barriers for yourself and open up, and also set healthy boundaries to protect yourself from being caught up with people that are in lower energies, that are not in alignment with you, okay? And then for the 5th chakra, you need to get the Dalmatian stone. Okay, the Dalmatian stone will take you right back to your person, who you truly are, and make you face the truth. As you seek seclusion and going deeper within yourself, the Dalmatian stone will help you. And then for your 6th chakra, you need to get the solar light to help you to see other possibilities, okay? And to gain control also of your scatteredness, and to see the opportunities that are all around you that you're not seeing here. For the 7th chakra, you need to get aura light, okay, to help you to get out of confusion and start feeling worthy and coming from a place of unconditional love for yourself and for others, and to feel the connection with everything in this universe, coming from a place of unconditional love. Okay, so at this moment we're gonna go straight to the healing session with the hands. So I need you to be receptive by being calm and being in whatever situation, and just listen to my voice and look at my hands and taking deep breath and just relax and be prepared for the healing that I'm going to bring on to you. Alright, my Pisces? Thank you so much. Get into a comfortable situation, okay? My healing angel, I call on you. Divine Goddess Mother, I call on you. Please use me as the healing channel to bring the healing to the Pisces that are watching me, that are suffering from a broken heart at this moment, suffering from confusion. Bring balance into all the chakras that need healing. Alright? Okay, my Pisces, prepare yourself. We're gonna bring the energy for each chakra, okay? And bear with me because I'm bringing it in. I want to feel it at a certain level. For your sacral chakra, bring your attention to the hips and sexual organs, that part of your body. And watch my fingers to receive. This is the root of the situation with the relationships and your passions and desires. Okay. Let's move on to the 5th chakra, where you feel broken within who you are. Bring your attention to your throat area. Okay. Prepare yourself to receive the healing. Looking at my hands with your attention in your throat. Receive it. Okay. Let's go to the 6th chakra. Bring your attention to your forehead. You can feel the healing energy all in my gums and everything already, trying to rise up. Some of you need healing in your teeth, in your gums. Bring your attention to your forehead and prepare yourself to get the healing energy from by looking at my hands. Okay. Okay, let's move on to your 7th chakra. So bring your attention to your crown. I can feel some pain in it's almost in the center. So a bit of like right here. I don't know if you guys feel it there. Like a tingling on the inside, like a mild pain there. Let's bring the healing energy into your crown. So your attention should be on top of your head and the back of your head, all on top of your head, where your soft spot is. Okay, prepare yourself to receive. Okay, watch my fingers and pay attention to your crown also. Okay, so my Pisces, for this month, take it easy and realize that you are more valuable than a broken heart, and then you are in charge of your healing and you feeling good about yourself by first connecting with yourself. Start meditating every day, even if it's for 10 minutes. This is your way out. You will be stronger, more connected spiritually, and there will be help from the spirit world, and you'll be open to it, and you will feel it in your life, and to start changing things around. If you don't already know this, you're being encouraged to start. Okay? Alright, see you next month, Pisces. It's more energy for you. Thank you so much. Alright, I love you and you love yourself. Okay?